Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and we got something super excited today. Ta-da! Oh my god. You know this feeling when you're waiting for something for like month and month and month and it doesn't arrive? Now it's there. And as far as I see, nobody else put up any unboxing on YouTube, so let's start with that one. Pixapresso was the last big shot, a really cool device. Before that, we used to have the Nanopresso, both really great devices, and with those, the portable espresso market was just ruled by Wacaco. Then some others came in with similar devices but electrified. Why is that great? You don't have to care about hot water, and you're supposed to have real stable pressure. Others are on the market for quite some while. Wacaco developed and developed and developed, coming out like one of the last ones, so it must be something really good. Let's look into the box. Okay, let's have a look. Here's the box. It says Wacaco Pixa electric portable espresso maker. We got the product color dark burgundy. Otherwise, it's also available, as you can see here, in olive green, Tuscan red, and this one, the dark burgundy. Okay, so now, unboxing. First time in the history of YouTube, Wacaco Pixa. Experience effortless espresso. Let's look at the accessories first. It says extra components. So let's see, what do we have here? Oh, we get a nice pouch to put in all of that stuff to take care of your brand new Pixapresso. So pouch. Okay, other than that, the obligatory Wacaco cleaning piece. There's a spoon. Yeah, with that one you can, nice. You can just plug it out, back. With that spoon you might put in your coffee into the machine, and there's the extra ring which is usually there so you can not spoil your coffee. Let's see that later. And there's the Nespresso module, so if you would like to use standard Nespresso capsules, you can. You just put in that neat little module into the machine and you're good to go. Plus, of course, you get a charging cable, but I suppose you already have dozens of them. The manual, and finally, the device. Ooh, kind of heavy. Let's have a look. Okay, here's the beautiful Pixa. Let's check on the weight. Here's the Wacaco hexagram. Let's have a look. Whoa, that's kind of heavy. 758.7 grams. Pretty heavy. So let's see. Pixapresso. Okay. Here your coffee comes in. Nice. Okay, this is basically it. Oh yeah, remove the cup. That's a good idea. I guess we don't need that for the process. And yeah, here is the heating chamber, as you can see. On the front, you see the touch screen, the power button. On the back, you would have the USB-C charging port, where you can charge the device. With one charge, Pixapresso can do 4 to 5 espressos from cold water, or if the water is already preheated by you, they say up to 200 servings are possible. If you unscrew this from the button, obviously that's the place for your grounded coffee. Now you see that by default this thing is a bit too shallow, so in this setup 8 grams of coffee can fit into that. I suppose most coffee lovers wouldn't be satisfied with 8 grams of coffee for their espresso. So you do the trick and push here, so all that stuff would come out, okay? And now you can remove this little placeholder here. You won't need that one anymore. And you take this and put it back. You see you have way more place down here. So now you can fit in 16 grams of coffee. Or if you like, you can use the Nespresso adapter. You have a physical button and what they call a touch screen. So you cannot swipe on it, but you can touch it to switch functions. Push it once, then it just shows you the battery level. And then if you hold it, yep, it greets us with a little smiley. And now you can see the modes based on the charge the device now has. So I haven't really charged it yet. So here you can select from the automatic functions. These are a combined preheating and extracting functions. You have different recipes. You have ristretto, espresso, double espresso, and lungo, which you cannot select right now because the device is not charged yet. So you can also do it in a manual way. This is the heating mode where you only heat the water filled in, and this is the extraction mode where you only extract. When the extraction starts, you can pause it when you have the desired quantity of coffee. Other than that, you can see the battery level, which is quite low right now. Then you can turn on and off the sound. Whoops, let's get back. So here's the sound. You can turn it on and off. Let's turn the beeping off. For me, that's quite annoying. Then here is direct brew and pre-infusion. Why is pre-infusion important? Especially with lighter roasted coffees, it can be beneficial to pre-infuse them a little bit, in this case 5 seconds before the real brewing would start. So I leave it on PI. Other than that, you can select the temperature. I would go for 96 in degrees. If you want to have Fahrenheit, you can set it here. So that's basically it. Let's grind some coffee real quick. Let's preheat some water because we don't really have battery right now. And let's try to get out the first espresso out of this beauty. Let's turn on the Wacaco hexagram and let's put in 16 grams of coffee. Yep, 16.5. Let's grind it real quick. You take the device and you would remove the part down here. We've previously set it to 16 grams. So now the task would be to fill in that amount. Oh, it's a bit wet. So you take your Wacaco barista towel and just clean it nicely. So now we're supposed to put in 16 grams of grounded coffee. Here it comes. The chamber is a bit small, but we can use the trick with this nice lid. Yep, put it on. So 8 grams, 10 grams. 17. Oh, 16.3. Okay, that's gonna be fine. Before we go forward, I would do the little trick with the VDT tool to make a better and nicer puck for us here. Perfect. And now they say with the included cup, you can kind of press it down a bit. Let's see what happens when I remove this ring. Yeah, actually looks quite okay. I would go a little bit further here and push it a bit more down. That's it basically. Now you take the device again. The shower head is already inside there, so you just screw it on, make it nice and tight. Okay, and now we're gonna use the brewing function only. So as I mentioned, we take some preheated water. The espresso function will help us to see how much is already out of the device, so we can stop it at the right amount. Okay, so as I mentioned, we used preheated water right now, as we were not patient enough to fully charge those batteries. So it doesn't really matter how much water I put in right now, because I will stop my brew at about 30 grams. So we have 16 grams of rounded coffee. So let's do a nice espresso. Hold the button. Hello. Nice little smiley. And then you go for just brewing. Okay, first brewing with a Pixapresso. Let's give it a start. Ooh-ha. Let's see. Okay. So, do it. Wow, the first coffee coming out of the device. Okay. Let's see, 20 grams. It's pushing, it's pushing, it's pushing. 30 grams and stop. Yep, 32 grams. I've stopped it here. Put it on the towel. Okay, it says it's paused. Now, let's see, what do we got? The crema looks quite promising. I quickly checked the temperature. It's definitely more than using a Pixapresso. So that's also quite promising. A nice crema we have. And let's give it a try now. Oh, it's nice and hot, definitely. So I'm very, very satisfied with the temperature. It works. So you can have from now on a really nice espresso if you take your fully charged Wacaco Pixa with you. Of course, some good coffee and pay attention to the water. But for the first, I would say that's a really, really, really great device. I already love it, guys. Try to get your hands on it if you're an espresso lover. If you're an owner of a previous Wacaco device, then for sure, because this one works pretty decently. My new love, Wacaco Pixa. Cheers, guys, and see you in the next one. Great gadget. Bye.